This is Jump and Shoot playing Moana 2. Oh shit. The Dark Brotherhood, and I have been watching. I've been having this in my watch later for like months, but I finally looked at the video game championships for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I don't care about that game, but I kind of wanted to talk about it because I was interested in what the meta looks like now, because I was never really interested in Scarlet and Violet. I like the what do you call it? Terralization? Terralization? I put like an extra Zasta in there just so you know that I don't know what the fuck it is. I think I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I think I'm supposed to be here. But anyway, I watched a couple matches in that tournament championship they were doing, and I realized what it is that I don't like about competitive Pokemon is that you end up seeing people with like the same either your entire team or like the same 5 Pokemon, and it's just kind of boring. Like I have a team I have looked up right here, and a guy from Japan. They both have Rillaboom, Calyrex, the Ghost Rider, and they both have Incineroar. The only difference is like Clefairy and Amoonguss and Urshifu and Thunderclap guy. I guess that's just what the meta is. Like certain Pokemon that are just good get used the most. But it's not as interesting to me, especially seeing like legendaries being allowed. Like I figure it's because since this is an official event, they don't want to restrict players too much, so they're just like, you know what, use whoever you want. It's fine. It's all made to promote attention for the game anyway, so just bring who you want. But I don't know. For me, it's like watching a Smash tournament with items allowed. It's like, well, the items are designed to be annoying and broken and stupid, just like the legendaries are in Pokemon. So that's where I am at on that. Even then, I think it's like you're allowed to bring 4 legendaries, but only bring 2 into battle because it's a doubles. It's always a doubles format, which I started getting into in like actually around the time this game came out. I was only sticking to single battle, and my perfect team was like Mega Pinsir, Diggersby, and Aegislash. But then I was like, I should play doubles more, but I couldn't really figure out a doubles team until Sun and Moon came out, and I was like, oh, I have a team now with like Electric Terrain, and it built around like just electric moves. The presentation of the whole tournament is really cool. This one in 2024 just happened to be in Hawaii, and they're streaming from Hawaii. It's like a 10-hour video. Like they were there for 10 hours. Like damn. And the attention for the competitive environment community is pretty cool. Like like an official sanctioned Pokemon competition, as opposed to like Smash, where they try to like quash every effort for a Smash tournament lately. And those are usually the formats that we want to see, like no items, 3 stock, etc. I think the official ones are like 4 stock with items on, Smash Balls on, like all the shit just that usually tends to ruin most games. But yeah, Nintendo is really weird about like letting fans make their own tournaments. Well, I guess the other thing is like they're technically profiting off them too by collecting money pools for prizes, and they're making money off of their game. Like I can kind of see it, but it's also like they're giving your game free advertisements. So what are you doing shutting them down? Who might you be? This is the Cave of Origin. The spirits of Pokemon, becalmed at my pyre, are said to be revived here. Please leave. Oh. I thought we were going to have a cool adventure, but you're actually roadblocking me? You're railroading me. What is this? Oh, the Sable Knight. Do I like Mega Sableye? Yes, he's one of the good ones. One of the ones that actually like change his design and the way he works like completely, as opposed to ones that are redundant like Garchomp and I don't know, Blaziken. That just makes it more those Pokemon what they do already. Like, all right, what do you do? For 30 years, I remained a student up in the city, honing my skills. I developed a shattering TM. Brick break. Okay. I know what it does. You need to explain it. All right. So, do I have to go to the place? No, I know that's not here yet, right? Anyway, all of that said, I realize what it is I don't like about competitive Pokemon is that, yeah, the repeating Pokemon you see across, like, different teams that people use because of the metagame. I like playing against CPU in Pokemon because it's something I can do offline. I can just, like, zone out. It's like, it used to be my podcast game. Or just something I would grind in while I was waiting for something in public or somewhere outside. Or it's just like something I would bring with me during a gathering. Yes, I was one of those bring my 3DS everywhere people. And you don't need another person. You can just like play. Okay, I walked around Pseudopolis City like 20 times and I don't remember what to fucking do. But anyway, I realized, like, playing any of these battle facility things, a lot of work goes into programming the actual NPCs that you fight. I used to think that it was all random, but, like, because they probably stopped it because they had to do that. Then they'd rather just, like, leave it up to the player to just play against online people instead of program. Because I guess they're already programmed NPCs you see across, like, the main story. But they didn't want to do that and create like computers for you to fight in whatever place. And that explains like the absence of one too. Like there isn't really a place like that in base game Scarlet and Violet. Let's see. I'm assuming I'm supposed to be here. And because they have to program the Pokemon, their moves, who it's gonna be. Like you know, what kind of trainer class is gonna be, and they have to make it challenge. They have to do their items and their stats too, and they have to make it challenging also. So they have to like also pick apart their own metagame and like make a Pokemon team that can just maybe be like a challenge for you. I hope. Oh, for fuck's sake. That's my least favorite thing about any Pokemon game is having to stop to put on like these things. Oh, God, I'll give it to this guy. Let's see. You don't need 2 fire moves. What are you? Also, playing against NPCs is a way for like me to make my own team. Like that's where I usually go to like test around like the team compositions and other stuff like that. I get to narrow down like, okay, what's working and what's not working. Who do I switch out with like a better version of this one I want to use, etc, etc, etc. But yeah, that's just the stuff I kind of miss about post-game in Pokemon. Also, it doesn't help that like in the tournaments that are out right now, they're based on a game that I personally had a strong dislike for after finishing it. And that's unfortunate. Also, the game doesn't look good when they blow it up on like the big screen or just in general on the stream. This guy has no water moves. Why did I do that? Huh. Ah! Hopefully I don't need to Mega Evolve. Okay. And then even then, once you make it once you have a good team and you start to make it pretty far in any of these post-game type places, you do start to see repeats. And I'm figuring that's because they didn't program a lot of people for you to fight. Because right now I'm playing Sun and Moon again on my Steam Deck, and I'm running into the same Pokemon I would back in I was playing on my 3DS. You always run into like Ferrothorn, Arcanine, an Ice Team. Somebody would fake out. Like you always run into stuff like that. Always run into Garchomp. Okay, here's a strength puzzle for you. Oh, what the fuck? You weren't even looking at me. This guy wasn't even looking at me. I was supposed to say about the puzzles in modern Pokemon games, because like, these strength puzzles were always there, and they remind me of like those old like, I think they're like Japanese tile puzzle games that are like on every LCD. Not LCD type game, but like any of those bootleg like Game Boy Advance or PSP type games, one of those was always on there, and they're like, those puzzles remind me of those, but they were like a kind of a staple part of like a maze in Pokemon, which is like a strength puzzle where you have to like push a block all the way at the end or so, or here or there or whatever. But they get like oversimplified over time. This is me being critical right now. So in up to what, like Gen 5, you're pushing a boulder like one square at a time, just trying to like get it through somewhere. Actually, up to I think only up to Gen 2, you were pushing blocks like down holes and trying to make them fall in place. So they stop like a water current, or they do this, or they fall on a switch or something. I don't know. I don't remember. Wait, where is this going? What do you have to say? But up to here, they make the blocks like bigger. They take like 2 tiles, or they take up to 4 tiles rather. And the puzzles are just like these big gigantic holes now, and there's like, they're almost like you can't possibly fuck these up because the boulders are so big. And then in Gen 7, they're ridiculously huge, and the puzzles are even like even more kind of brain dead. It's like, I get it, they're making it for kids, but it was already for kids back in the day. So who are you making it for now? Like dumber kids? I don't understand. And if now they're just out of the game completely. There's like nothing in Scarlet and Violet, or maybe Sun or Sword and Shield, that requires you to do some kind of overworld puzzle or something like that. Usually it's just to like, they're just like cave things. Like right now, it's just creating a shortcut from here to somewhere else. Sometimes it's to get a TM or a HM or something. And it's yet another thing you need an HM for. So I kind of don't miss it anymore. Any of these strength puzzles, because they're attached to things that I don't like anymore anyway. But I wish they found a way to like replace it with something else for you to do to get through an area. Because with Sun and Moon, they replace it with like ride Pokemon, and it's more just like you just get on them and they do the thing. It's not, you're not really like using them to figure out an area. But at the same time, I don't miss the HM stuff either. It's a conundrum, I say. A conundrum. I totally guessed this maze right here. Also, you get, like... There used to be these, like, current mazes. I think this was the last game to do one of those things. Because this is the only other game with, like, a big, gigantic ocean for you to go through. Like, there's that whole area in, like, Pacific Log Zone where you need to go there to get the, you need to go to the sealed chamber or whatever it is. But see, like, now, like, it's just one big rock that I just gotta push into the big hole. It's crazy. Who are you? How did you get in here? I don't remember. I don't know what I did wrong. I'm done talking about the tournament stuff, but yeah, that's just like one of the reasons why I prefer to play offline too. It's just like I like playing against the computers, so sue me. But it also makes me get in that competitive mindset anyway, so I still get that satisfaction, to be honest. Okay, look, a real last strength puzzle now. But it's in this engine where it's just like... Actually, I know the exact puzzle that this used to be. Like, you can do a comparison right now. It used to look like this. It just seems a lot more complex. It looks more like a little jar that you have to figure out. And now it's just... push everything to the side, I guess. So I guess that's what we're gonna do. I do appreciate the camera shifts that it switches to, so that you can do this, but like it's still like way oversimplified. Okay, then you push this here, then you push. Okay, well, we can fix that. They made it possible for you to correct yourself. Actually, I think you might only have to do one side. Oh, okay. Sure, whatever. Maybe I'm trying to think like the mindset of that. Like, why did they want to keep the puzzles changed, but like the idea of a puzzle intact? Like, I realize now that they kind of just changed that whole part of the cave in Dewford City completely. Like where you go see Steven and there's a mural on the wall or whatever. Like they like simplified that cave a lot. So instead of like it being kind of sprawling and you need like flash to get through it, it's just like a hallway and then a big mural. They just shortened a lot of that dungeon. And it feels a lot less like a typical Pokemon cave dungeon. I don't know. This is like one of those things where they added accessibility and flash and flare and everything at the cost of like complexity. And that's kind of unfortunate. And also, it's Pokemon. It was never that complex to begin with, so it's weird to see them simplify things further so that modern players who don't have patience to go through something like I don't know, a strength puzzle to just get through it already. I don't know. Now that I have at least obtained the power of Primal Groudon, and now you are the final obstacle remaining between me and my goals. It behooves me to use every tool at my disposal to eliminate you. Indeed, even Mega Evolution. Mega Evolution. Anyway, do not delude yourself that you and your Pokemon are the only ones capable of it. I must apologize for making you wait through our encounters and Mount Chimney and Mount Pyre. A lot of mounts in this game. Venusaur for my ultimate attack. That was the first like expression he's ever done. All right, decisive battle. Oh, we get to see his his special battle stage. Actually, this might be the same one that is in X and Y. Because I was talking about how X and Y, you fight Lysander on the sun, and here it's also kind of the same thing. Archie has a cool battle background where you're like underwater. There's like whirlpools in the background and shit. But here it doesn't make any fucking sense. Oh god damn it! You actually got my tizzies in a knot. All right. Can I just use Giga Drain and be okay? Embargo. This guy's using all the moves. Embargo was one of those moves they phased out because it was kind of stupid. And very... Because, like, why would you use Embargo when you could just use Knockoff and prevent them? Well, I guess Embargo makes it hard from, like, the player perspective. It's not, like, a competitive tool. It's just so that, like, if you're someone who keeps having to use potions to revive everything, then this is a way for them to, like, make the game harder for you by having a Pokemon use Embargo. But it's not good if you use it ever, because most of the time they don't put items on Pokemon. Under, like, the most times you would see a trainer use an item is probably like during the Elite Four, where they just use a full restore and shit, or like an X attack or X special or whatever. Even that's rare. All right, I didn't mean to do that. I swear there's a little bit of buffering when I play sometimes. Alright. I'm gonna Mega Power Up Punch. How about that? This is my favorite battle song, again. Ow. Ow, double hit. Why are you double hitting me? It's hitting me with both its dumb little heads. You bought my little head. Ah! How about this? Take it easy. Oh, come on. Now, is Maxie going to use the item? Let's find out. Oh, no, I guess not. I got a free attack boost off of that. Yeah. Oh, I don't know why they phased out Power Up Punch, too. Power Up Punch was a good-ass move. Or like it's in Oraz, but it's not in Sun and Moon. There's a way to get it in Sun and Moon. All you have to do is transfer somebody over with Power Up Punch, but like nobody can relearn it. Nobody can learn it and level up, or even if they can, it's like on very specific Pokemon. It's just weird. It's also the same thing with like Own Claws, the one that uses attack and accuracy. It's like a good ass move on Pokemon who normally don't have like Swords Dance or anything. I think it was really good on Metagross. So when I first got this game, I would put Own Claws on Metagross. Well, you can't do that anymore. It's lame. Oh, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. He's gonna make it evolve. Oh, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. Ah! I'm the biggest pig in the room, and you have to listen to me. No, my one weakness, ground moves. Oh. I'm sure in a harder game, that's what would have been. Oh! I'm cool now. You've really done it, child. You've shown a power that exceeds the great of Maxie. You got some money. Well, there's nothing left to stop you from killing me. Splendid. Just splendid, my young trainer. No, it is more than that. I'm throwing his voice all over the damn place. I should be calling you my young hero. Believing till the very end of the Pokemon were humanity, and you lost me. You already lost me. Yet watching you struggle desperately to halt the beginning of the road's end. You are undoubtedly a hero, so noble, and yet I will not yield, I will not bend. I will not yield, I will not bend, so say the Lord, so say the Lord. You, I code brother, dude. The Plagues theme from Prince of Egypt, but we're Archie and Maxie. Make it happen, make it happen. You who I code brother, you all know. You who I code brother, you'll be the one to awaken Groudon. This will be not cut on. I will never let Kyogre go. Do stop that now, please, Maxie. You don't understand. What Groudon will do, what Groudon will bring about the awakening is the end of the world. Do you think that I had noticed that I somehow failed to realize you were after my spot? Such a sad development indeed. We chose my own number 2. In the end, there is only one being upon which I can depend on. Now, Groudon. I had an idea for a funny comic where it would be Maxie Maxie sitting on Groudon's shoulder. And Groudon's like, you used me for land development. That wasn't nice. Referencing SpongeBob. And I think it's a good idea. So if you steal it, I will send the Nintendo ninjas to your door. And believe me, they'll believe me when I say that you emulated Pokemon Oras for the computer and you owe them money. And you are the reason why Scarlet and Violet didn't do so well. Even though it did. I don't think they could ever prove that like emulating old games really damages their company at all. You know, something they've always done in these remakes is like really punch up the legendary entrances, and these games like they also do a good job. Like I think the first time they do it is with I guess Heart Gold and Soul Silver. You get like the cool 3D sequence. Like I already played that game. Like it's there already in my YouTube channel. But now we get to see the punched up like cinematic Groudon awakening. He somehow makes land appear in the middle of the ocean. And again, it's one of those things where like you find Kyogre here in the middle of the ocean, and that makes sense. But if you're playing the Ruby side of things, shouldn't Groudon be like on the, you know, the left side of the map where all the land is, you know? It doesn't make sense. At last, I finally done it! Oh, he should sound like Professor Doofenshmirtz. A new world for human evolution to be born! Oh, Perry the Platypus, what are you doing here? You here to foil my Team Magma plans? Oh, well, I mean, I guess we both can do it. I know, that's what he says. He just bumbles on a bit. Oh, it's my daughter, Vanessa, my really hot daughter. How did I ever get a daughter like that? I don't know. Hey, Perry the Platypus. It was only just begun. It was only just a working. Where is it getting so much power from? And how much more will it gain? Will it undergo primal revolution? Continue reading. Some report back. Just what the heck is happening? All that matters is I have used the radar to work in Groudon. And now I will transform this planet into a land ideal for humanity. Hey Maxie, looks like we underestimated the power of the super ancient Pokemon. The power of primal reversion. He tells him, oh yeah, it's gonna reset the world, but you don't get to pick the new one because you just killed everybody, you idiot. And now it's all that's happening because you were cocky enough to think you control the super ancient Pokemon's power. So the information we received at Reddit was true. Boss Maxie will never get away anywhere just standing around here like this. There isn't much moment to spare. We must confirm the situation on the outside. Child, you coming too? Hurry up. Kind of ominous.